really simple. Just keep it super simple. This video is just for nominating RTS games that we'll use in the votes later this year. So basically, put in the comments something looks like this. Okay, this is just a sample. If you want to, you got the name of the game, the genre. It's got to be some kind of RTS, and you can tell I'm pretty loose with my definitions of RTS. Okay, I'm not gonna accept like SimCity or Sim Farm. Those are not RTS. But I mean, Transport Tycoon, you do compete against other companies. You run over their views. I mean, you use extremely ethical methods to combat them, and eventually perform a hostile takeover where you buy them out. Borderline. You could argue that it's not, but I'm pretty open on this. Anyway, as you can see, variety of genres. Just nominate the games that you think you'd like to see this year, and I'll be pulling when I do the votes largely from the comments under this video. And there's no rush or anything. I'm probably still going to be doing XCOM files for a little while yet. I'm not entirely clear what the end game looks like anymore, uh, so I don't know. I think I've entered the end game. Uh, yeah, not much else to say. I had written up this a bunch of different ways with stuff like talking about whether or not XCOM Apocalypse is an RTS. That one would be. Darklands isn't, even though you're moving characters around in real battle and stuff. It's like, you guys know. You can see. You can get the gist just from a little list like this of what I'm thinking. Um, there might be some other oddball stuff out there, but for the most part, I think these are the major genres of RTS, honestly. Um, there's also turn-based games with real-time battles. I should have included one of those. That's like the Total War series, I believe, is done that way. I know Lords of the Realm. I played a lot of Lords of the Realm 2 when I was younger. That was great. That one was real-time battles on a turn-based game. That would be fine. I would accept that. I mean, there's probably a tipping point somewhere where it's too much turn-based and not enough RTS, but I think most of what we pick are going to be traditional RTSs. I'm also going to favor 20-hour or less ones. I mean, not exclusively, but basically 20 hours is I'll beat it in a week. You can easily do the math that way. A 50-hour game like Chaos Seed is 2.5 weeks, although that one could be quite a bit longer. It's a very interesting game. I made a trailer for it once on a whim just because it was so weird. Like nothing else on the SNES. Anyway, tower defenses, some factory games. I mentioned Mindustry because that one has really heavy combat elements. Factorio would already be kind of borderline. It's borderline. But by the time you come to something that's just building a factory without, I think Satisfactory doesn't even have combat elements. It's like, okay, no, you're just playing a kind of puzzle game at that point. So, Anyway, this is all I wanted to say, honestly. Yeah, it's actually really simple. I got it done in less than 5 minutes here. I kept thinking I was gonna put clips of all these different games and explain all this different stuff and try to break down what is and isn't, but you know what? I'll just let you guys do it, and I'll go decide whether or not I'll allow it. Okay? As I said, if you say Sim Farm, I'm gonna go, nah. I love Sim Farm, but no, it's not an RTS. No way. So, you can put whatever you want down there and let me sort it out later, okay? Alright, anyway, that is all. Bye.